Hello everyone, welcome back to Women's Weekly. We are in the final week of the month of May for our competition, and today we are going to see two teams duel it out for the final victor's crown. It is going to be Pulse Clan versus Sapphire. So let's get right into the games. All right, we have all our players in the match now. As I said before, Pulse Clan versus Sapphire in these games, and it is going to be a best of 5, just as we usually do for our finals. Starting off, it looks like Pulse is going to have some pressure on this Sapphire team and a shot attempt on the goal, but it is saved away by the orange team. Now we have a pass down to the middle to Glbbous from Maggie. It does not result in a goal, but they still retain pressure on the orange half. Now we have a doink down into the middle. Ashleigh's going to get in the way of it, and Glbbous is up to maintain the offensive push. Sapphire running a little bit low on boost here on this orange half. We're going to see, can they survive this onslaught of a offensive push? Now it's a loose ball down in the middle. Jade is going to clear it out, and Glbbous is going to demo one in the back line. That leaves an opportunity open. Nessa cannot get it online, and Jules taking it slowly out to the corner. Ashleigh waiting impatiently to see if she can help out her teammate in that push. Now we have Jade trying to take the corner boost. Glbbous is going to cut off that defense, and it is pinched out back into the blue half. The first we have seen of it in this first game. Glbbous making the save on the goal line in time. She's going to have Maggie to her mid to try to get a play out. So far, we remain scoreless in this first game as Pulse and Sapphire feel each other out, see what they're working with today, and see who's going to come away with the first game advantage. That's a quick shot on goal. Jade saves it and even pinches it all the way down to the other end. Nessa's going to pop it into the corner, and she gets 50-50 on the challenger as she moves out. Now let's give it high pop into the middle. She's going to be called off by Maggie, and Maggie is going to get the first goal off of Glbbous' pass into the center. We saw Sapphire a little bit flat-footed in the nets, and Pulse were able to take advantage of that. Now we sit at 1-0 in favor of Pulse Clan. They have been our winners for the past week and the first week of the month that we experienced. These ladies have already secured each of themselves a $50 bounty for taking 2 tournament wins in the month of May, and now they are playing for pride to see if they can extend that to 3 wins in 1 month. Almost a complete shutout, and surprisingly enough, or maybe not that surprising, the only roster who has taken the straight run away from them is indeed this Sapphire squad. So we are going to see if the ladies can bring it to them once again to come away with a tournament win in Women's Weekly. Now Glbbous, she's going to get it out into the corner, try to keep this play alive. Nessa there to assist her, but Maggie is going to have to pinch it out into the center. Ashleigh misses her touch, but it's okay because Jules is there to bring it across the goal line and move downfield. Now we have the ball loose, back the other direction. Nessa's going to get a 50-50. It's a slow pop over the top, though, so Ashleigh has an ample amount of time to get to that ball, and Jules helps her clear it down into the blue corner. The play dies there, though, as Glbbous moves it back out, resumes offensive play, and Ashleigh is forced to make a goal line save. She pops it up, follows it with her own air dribble, even going to try to get back to it for a flip reset, and that is going to bait both of her teammates out to try to get an extension on the play, and Maggie is going to walk the dog for her seconds. We see Jules and the others committing to that ball when they shouldn't have, and a demo seals the fate for the Pulse girls to get their second goal. Now we have an even kickoff in the middle. Maggie's going to take possession out of the side. There's a demo on the play, double demo even, but it is a loose ball, and Jade takes possession of it, moving out of the corner. Now that's Ashleigh missing a touch. She's going to pop it out into the side to keep it past Nessa as she challenges Maggie, making a save. And the ball returns to the blue half of the field, which we have not seen very much in this first game. Now it's going to be a hard pass back to Ashleigh. It is cut off once again by the Pulse ladies. They are keeping a decent amount of pressure on this Sapphire squad. They can't get boosts. They can't get a turnover of play. Jade is going to do her best. She brings it out with a strong clear into the middle, but once again, it is intercepted by Pulse. Now ashleigh trying to bring it out as well. Jules with a quick follow-up, but she is beat to the punch, and that is going to force Jade to use all of her boost in defense to move it back into the blue half. She is called off of the pass by ashleigh, and that goes down into the center. Jules tries to follow up on it, but a blue member got just enough of a touch on that to return it to the safety of the corner. And now we have a loose ball back into the center. Nessa is met by Jules, and that goes safely into the corner once again. And now that misplay from the Pulse Clan ladies, and we are going to see Sapphire capitalize off of that. Just a nice pop from the 50-50, and we see a miss on the back wall from Maggie, catching Nessa off guard, and that allows Sapphire a chance in the final 24 seconds of this game. Now they have until the ball touches the ground after 0 seconds to be able to make this a fight for overtime, but they're going to have to work really hard because Sapphire have not maintained the pressure. That shot goes wide. It's quite a miracle, and Sapphire remain alive with a chance in the final seconds. You see Jade moving quickly down the other end. She's going to try to get a double tap. ashleigh up there too. Jules, her shot goes wide, and Jade, the pre-flip, just a little bit too early, and she does not catch the ball on her rotation out. Pulse are victorious in game number 1. Game number 2, we begin. Pulse with a 1-game advantage over Sapphire. How are they going to fight back in this second game? Starts off with Jade on the possession. She goes for the tight angle double tap, but does not connect with it. Pressure still remains on the blue half. And just as I say that, the ball goes shooting out to the orange half. Jules is going to try to get a pass back into the middle. Jade up early. She's going to go for the block, and it just barely squeaks out of the way to safety for Pulse. Now ashleigh, she's going to get the dive on that. Jules is going to follow up with her and go for a pass out into the middle. Maggie is wise to the play though. Now we have Maggie, long clear out the other end. She's going to try to follow it up in the corner, gets a pass out into the center, but Jade is able to usher the ball out to the blue half. Now we have a return down the other end. That does go wide of the net, but that shot is going to maintain a push on the Sapphire net. Jade barely making the save. Great play on the goal line. Heroic from her. And now we have another push onto the net. Maggie going up the wall, gets a pass one. She's going to slow the air dribble. She doesn't have much boost to work with, but she does get the flipper set pass into the center. Neither of her teammates were there to continue the push though. Now we have a 50-50. It's going to result in a Sapphire pass, and that net is almost clear. Maggie coming out of the depths of the goal to make a save. Now we have a 50 out into the wall. ashleigh is going to take it high, go for the air dribble over one. Glbbous gets in the way of it, and Jade is going to have to make a clear off the side. Now we have Nessa chasing ahead. She does chase the defender out of net, and it does go in for the first goal. I almost thought that Jules was going to get away with the evasion, but she lost her flip. I think that is what happened there, is that she assumed she still had her flip left to try to get back to that ball, and without it, it just made it 10 times harder to make the save. And we have ashleigh, soft pop into the middle. Glbbous is going to take control of that, and there is a tackle from ashleigh on her return. Now we have a long clear out to the center. ashleigh's up for it, beats Glbbous in the midfield, and a pass out to the center is going to go to Maggie. She takes control of it on the dribble. Jade tackles her just in time to save the goal. And I am having such trouble with my words. Again, I feel like this is a weekly thing. I cannot. Glbbous, secondary touch, out into the side. Jules is going to go for a tight angle double tap. She does get connection on the ball, but it goes wide of the net. Jade, booming clear. Glbbous is going to intercept it in the midfield, and Jade is forced to make another play. Now we have Nessa, slow play, gets past one. Demos the defender in net. That is a chance for Pulse, but Sapphire recover in time to play defense once more. Now we have another demo. It looks like Pulse are getting very aggressive on the physical plays. Will this open up an opportunity for them to score? Sapphire just managing to break away from the pressure, trying to convert down the other end. The shot is taken away from Jules, and now Jade has to turn back defensively for a second as her teammates regroup. Now we have a pass down into the center. Jules gets a pass. She needs to follow up with it, and it is not fast enough as Maggie clears it out once again. Pulse standing strong in the face of the plays Sapphire putting on. ashleigh trying to go for a upfield redirect as she had not yet rotated back, but Pulse again, their line stands strong and they will not be broken as of yet. Now we see Nessa, no boost on the back wall. Glbbous is going to bail her out of that, even get a 50-50 follow-up. That is a pass out into the middle. ashleigh has to get up and doink it back into the center. Now we have Maggie slowly out of the corner, brings it past one. Jules meets her though, and this is an opportunity for a Sapphire play. They're still just down one, so they have an opportunity to bring this game to even once more. Nessa is going to get the demolition on the last defender, and that means that the following rotation had to dive for the ball, but Glbbous pings it off of the back wall, and that leaves it free and clear for Maggie to put into the top right of the net. That was a very high IQ play from the Pulse ladies with a little dash of physicality, and they have come away victorious once again. Now we have a 2-0 goal line. Can Sapphire make a return? That is going to be a third for Pulse. In response to my question, it's like they're listening to me right now. Nessa with a nice tap off the back wall leaves it free for Maggie to sink in the top right corner once again. Now the ball even in the middle. Sapphire really have to work to be able to bring even with this squad once again. Both Pulse members are up for that save, and now we see a play able to make on the net. ashleigh sinking it into the left side to bring Sapphire to one. They really needed this goal if they even wanted a chance at bringing it back in game number 2. Otherwise, they will have to reverse sweep this Pulse squad. And, you know, it's not impossible, although Pulse did that to them in this week prior. But we are going to see Sapphire fumble on the goal line once again. Jade left alone trying to make that tough save, and Nessa just putting enough power and placement on that ball that Sapphire cannot make a touch. Now it's looking like this game has gotten away from the Sapphire ladies, but they have one more chance to begin the reverse sweep when we move into the third game. At the end, though, we're going to see them trying to take any chance that they can get, maybe try to warm up the mechanics a little bit more, you know, get the rotations down, try to figure out a strategy for countering this physical play style that Pulse are putting forward. But anything is going to be better than what they have been doing so far. So let's get right into the next game and see how they handle it. Game number 3, we see Pulse up 2-0 in this best of 5. Will Sapphire respond and begin the journey of a reverse sweep, or will Pulse come away with their third victory for the month of May in Women's Weekly? We get into it right now as each team fights for possession in the midfield. Maggie is going to, in her attempt to get past one, is stopped by Jules, and we see a stall in the orange corner. Now Glbbous, fast pop into the back wall. Maggie not reading it quite right and is going to miss the touch on the ball. Now we have another chance on the goal. Nessa passing it out to the middle once, twice, and is still saved away by Sapphire. Moving all the way back into the other end. The Pulse have to retreat and make a play back down the other side. Now we see Maggie missing the tight angle double tap. This is an opportunity for Sapphire. There's one defender remaining. Sapphire go for the physical play, but the shot was too high from ashleigh, and that is going to mean Pulse survive this exchange. Now we have Jules trying to get a foot reset on the ball. ashleigh is going to take what comes of that 50-50 and move it into a passing option. Now Jade, quick pop off the back wall. She gets the 50, but it goes as far as the other side wall, and that is going to return to midfield. Jules, high pop. Glbbous is going to control it off the back wall, take a 50-50 in her corner, and continue out. Now she has Maggie in support. She's going to dump it off to her, but Jade intercepts the passing play and makes a play for a midfield pass. Now she tries to get a bump on the last player. We have a rule 1 between Maggie and Jade in the net. This is a breakaway for Pulse. Can they get the save on it? ashleigh is going to be able to defend the net for now, but now this has become a 2v2 as both the ladies in the blue net are respecting the rule 1. Sapphire with a chance. Glbbous pops it high over a net. That means she has saved it for now, and Jules pops it into the sidewall to try to maintain possession. That's a high pop back to ashleigh. She gets it past one defender. That's Nessa to make a play on it as it moves back down into the orange half. Now I have ashleigh. 50 pop off the wall. Jules keeping in the corner. She missed her... My game does not know what's happening between these two players. It's glitching out. Oh, there we go. It's back to normal. But we see in the distance... Oh my goodness, I have to get off this. Oh, jeez. ashleigh taking out of her back corner, and that is again going to go wide. We have just over 2 minutes remaining, and Glbbous is going to make that 50-50 on the ball. We're going to see what is going to happen here. Nessa getting a pop high on the net. Jules follows up with ashleigh's save and gets it past one. That might be the goal to do it, but Glbbous steers it wide. Heroic play from her as it moves back out into the middle. Now it's going to be a pop over the net. Glbbous makes the touch and extends Pulse's life once again. Now Nessa saving it off the back wall. It's ashleigh in the corner. She's going to try to get a fast pass out, but Glbbous, star defender for this Pulse clan right now, and she is going to even get it past and force an own goal. Whew, ashleigh's back in time. That probably would have been the tilter, the end of the series, but instead we see Sapphire with another chance on net. Jules might be cracking under the pressure. She missed that boost grab, and now she is in the way of rotation. Ashleigh's going to try to make the most of it, but Jules is left once again by herself in defense. Now Nessa moving fastly. Jules gets it past her, and now we have a 2-on-1 situation. Glbbous defending once again valiantly on her back line. Jade and Maggie still remain in the goal in their 1v1. Rule 1. We love to see the respect they put on the community. Jules almost missing her touch. She's going to have to play defense here. ashleigh bails her out and makes the defensive touch. Now Jules up early. She's going to try to read Glbbous's touch, but Glbbous pops it high and follows it out into the middle. She's going to ground pinch it, but ashleigh is back to defend. This is a very back and forth exchange right now with only a few mistakes seen on the Sapphire end. They have another opening, but can they move it fast enough? It looks like Glbbous has demoed ashleigh, but Jules manages to get the doopsie dish off the back wall and sink the lead for Sapphire. Now it looks like Pulse was almost back in time, but the rule 1 was maintained, so therefore no defenders in net were able to stop the goal. Very definitive call right there. Just had just add in that full stop period. Sapphire, are they going to be able to take this game and initiate the reverse sweep? It looks like with that demo, Sapphire has secured their victory, and we go into game number 4. Game number 4, Sapphire have managed to claw a game off of Pulse, and now they're looking to continue the reverse sweep in this best of 5 series for Women's Weekly, week 4 in the month of May. We return to see that we no longer have a rule 1, and this means that it is back to what seems like a Pulse advantage when all 3 players are on the pitch for either side. Sapphire are going to try to deny that fact and make a play at a second win in this best of 5. Now we have ashleigh 50-50 in the corner. Maggie is going to clear it long out to Jules, who gets demoed for her trouble of catching that errant ball. Now we have Glbbous pop into the wall. Jade is going to make an attempt on net, but it is easily saved away by Maggie. Now ashleigh, her shot goes wide, and both Pulse defenders are wise to the play. Jade getting a 50. Jules is going to try to carry it out to the left side, but it is stopped by Maggie and even follows up on it. Another shot on net. Maggie goes through the dunk, but she does not connect. Now it's Jade and Jules down the other end. Jules is going to take over for Jade, get a pass out into the middle. Ashleigh was not ready to receive it yet. Turning around with low boost. Jules making the challenge against Maggie. Gets a pop into the corner, but Glbbous is there to shepherd it to safety. Now we have a free ball in front of the net. Nessa gets up at the last second to make a save, and Glbbous helping her out with the clear. That's going to be Maggie and Ashleigh in the corner. That's a pass out into the center, almost a goal, but it was high above the net. That's a free ball. Maggie has the dribble. She is tackled by the Sapphire defender, and it is Ashleigh down the other end. Now Maggie up early for the block. You could see she had taken off quite before the touch for that, and she's going to take it down all the way through the other end with 0 boost and make a lot of time for her team to collect boost in the midfield. That's going to be a pass from Glbbous. Ashleigh, defensive air dribble into her own back wall, and it is going out into the center again for a long clear from Jules. Now Nessa catching in the corner. She gets demoed in her attempt to catch the corner boost, and that is going to be Jade on the ball. Now clear all the way down the other end. Ashleigh looking a little bit unsteady in her defensive moves, but she does manage to come away with it for now, and it moves back down into the blue half. Now long clear. Maggie is going to be able to take possession of that in the corner. Her second touch was not anticipated, and Nessa has to get up to make the save. She's going to stand in front of that ball. Ashleigh misses her touch, forcing Glbbous to be faked off the ball. And now it comes down the other end. Quick pop into the corner. Maggie faking one out. Jade has to dive in for a touch, and Ashleigh gets a secondary follow-up to throw off the defenders. Now we have a defensive flip reset. Ashleigh with 0 boost. She's doing all that she can, but we are called out on the rotation as Sapphire doubles up in their chase for the ball. Jade trying to fake a touch off of that, but Glbbous calls her bluff and puts the power shot into the bottom left corner of the net. Now it's looking like pretty clean play from this Pulse squad. You know, these ladies are making a run in the top of WCB pretty much every single regional and holding their own against the top teams in the NA region. Sapphire also trying to be contenders in that conversation. So we have a pretty even match here as these teams duke it out. I mean, if their skill can be defined by anything in terms of how close it is, you could just see evidence of it with the score lines. We haven't had more than a 3-goal difference in any of these games, and that has got to be down to how close in skill these teams are. But Sapphire are going to have to make a goal and another within the last minute of this game to be able to continue their run in Women's Weekly. Otherwise, they will be eliminated by Pulse Clan, and we will see an end to their game. Now Ashleigh, pop out into the middle. Jules trying to get the tight angle pass, but Jade sweeping for the corner boost. It did not turn in time to continue on that play. Now missed touch in the corner means that Ashleigh has to dive in. She tries to get a second one, missing the 50-50, and Nessa is going to clear it out. We have a fight in the net once again that could have resulted in another Rule 1, but so far has remained a 3v3. Ashleigh trying to get a pass out to her teammates. There was a physical play made on Jules as she awaited the pass in the middle, and that is going to mean Pulse move the ball all the way down to the other end. Sapphire have to keep this ball up on 0 seconds, make a play if they are going to stay alive, but no, Pulse are going to come away victorious, and Sapphire are once again shut down by this squad. Now that is gonna do it for this one. We had the Pulse Clan ladies taking their 3rd tournament win for the month of May, so huge congratulations to them. We are seeing quite a sweep of the Women's Weekly tournaments by that team, and we hope to continue to see them next month. For now, that is going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these games. We will see you in the next one.